for a few of y'all to join me. Clearly, this is a Starbucks chat, but we're talking about something specific. I hope that y'all are having a good morning, noon, night, whenever this video may reach you. Do your girl a favor and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can get that ding, ding, ding whenever I upload a new video. Woo, that's hot. Yes, come on over, baby. And, oh, perfect. Ooh. Make sure you guys are paying the entry fee upon y'all's arrival to my house. Excuse me. How come I don't see anyone's chat? Y'all not in the, y'all ain't got nothing to say. Like, what's up? Hey, Flora, okay. Everybody, make sure you click the like button so we could get, have the algorithm. We could keep it popping. Hey, Miss Asha. Hey, Perfect Nails. Hey, Janetta, what's up, boo? Francis, hey. PJ, hey. Yes, okay. So, I posted Cynthia G's link to her Patreon on my community tab. I just found out today that both of her channels, because her first channel, she still had her main channel, the one that had over 100,000 subscribers, over 150, I believe. But she wasn't able to use it. So then she had created another channel called, can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Tell me if you can hear me or if it's like too much background noise. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep going. So her first channel, she wasn't able to use it. Like she still had access to the channel, but she couldn't go live over there. Okay, you guys. And then she created a secondary channel called The Revolution Will Be, or Won't Be Televised, I believe. And I had subscribed to that channel and actually was doing good because she had enough subscribers within like a day or so of her posting it to where she could go live. I'm sure it was instantly monetized because she has a following. Cynthia G, we all know who Cynthia G is. She is the GOAT at what she does. And I remember she had gone live with Storm and she was basically saying there was really no rhyme or reason. Like what guidelines, is she like going against? Like why would anyone strike her? Because I don't really know. I'm guessing ultimately it's up to the powers that be, whether or not you get to keep your channel and maintain your platform on these social media apps. But hate speech, like what would it have been? Because I know once you get a certain amount of strikes, they suspend your account for a bit. But to actually be terminated, like I don't really know how that works. I haven't had a personal conversation with her, so I'm not exactly sure. I did speak to Storm, and he was basically said the same thing. Like it's really just a matter of whoever's pulling the strings behind the scenes. And they were mad. We was up on that channel. Yes, she should get her own website. So she has a Patreon. I can't post it here because I'm doing this directly from YouTube and I'm not on StreamYard. But if you, once we get off of here and we're done with this, make sure you go to my community tab and just click the community tab like when you click on my channel and you'll see, like I posted a link and you could click the link and her Patreon is up there. So you could, subscribe to that. I remember in the live that she did, she was saying that she was gonna figure out some other platforms that she could use, and someone did mention Rumble. I downloaded the Rumble app. I've never been over there. I don't really know how it works, but from what I hear, it's like similar to YouTube, but like when YouTube was in like the baby stages. And I saw some people saying that it was pretty easy to get monetized over there as well. So I may have a Rumble channel at some point, but what are you guys saying? They can't stop saying they cannot. Yes, Sonia, she's a global phenom. Waiting impatiently for the Senji show online or the television show away from YouTube. The video that they said violated the guidelines was 2 years old. Yes, Francis, I heard that too, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like, the only thing I could think of is like maybe her message is permeating too much, or she's ruffled the feathers of someone that's like a gatekeeper to the social media space, because we don't even realize that there's a lot of invisible hands and a lot of invisible strings being pulled, you know, and shook behind the scenes. So you just really never know. Hopefully she downloaded all her content. The haters have already started celebrating. That's another reason why I wanted to come and do this this live with you guys. I mean, we always do our Starbucks chats, but I was like, okay, I really wanted to talk about this because I typed her name into the search engine on YouTube, and I saw so many people, literally men in particular, rejoicing at the fact that this melanin-rich woman has lost a stream of revenue. Like, why would anybody be happy about that? It's just so hateful. You know what I mean? And then y'all see the thumbnail. I put the evil eye up there because we need to send protection. You know, I'm wearing a little evil eye bracelet, like, because there's people out here that are really coming hard at her for spreading the message that we all need to hear. They really are celebrating. I've seen so many videos. Like, I started watching a clip of one, and I just couldn't even. He literally was saying that there was like a coalition of black man haters that Cynthia G essentially assembled, and they had a meeting to bash black men in Philadelphia over the past weekend. And I'm like, what? Then he was bringing up clips of her telling a woman to get a termination, or that she should have got a termination. He's like, oh, she's telling people to unalive their babies. And I'm like, people just take things and they conveniently place it where they want to fit a particular narrative. The clip that he showed, clearly, the woman was saying how she's a single mom, she's studying to be a doctor, she's also had a termination. And Cynthia was like, well, you know, it would have been easier if you would have just got rid of that one too. Like, you wouldn't be struggling, it wouldn't be a struggle, you wouldn't have to struggle and get it out the paint and get it out the mud. And what's wrong with that? Don't men sit up here and tell us to choose better all the time? Aren't they constantly bashing and berating us for giving them our wombs, for having children, for even procreating with them, for sleeping with them? It's like we as melanin-rich women are in a deficit when it comes to what it is that we could do to possibly make our situation better in the eyes of men that look exactly like us. And this is so extremely disheartening. And before I started this journey, before I started the Love Jones Show, before I started intaking as much content as I do, I did not know that they hated us that bad. I really didn't. It was mind-boggling. It was a culture shock. I was shell-shocked. I was confused. I was hurt. I was sad. I was angry. I went through an array of emotions once I started seeing how many channels, how many people were dedicated to tearing us down that looked exactly like us, that came from our womb. Your womb is literally a portal that ushers in spirits into this physical realm. We have that. Men don't. We naturally create, they don't. That's why they hate us so bad. We just don't, it is what it is. Not all. We always have to say not all. Give that little bullshit disclaimer. But we clearly know that there are some that won't have us scrubbing the ground. But do they exist by the droves? No. Is that the control group? No. It's just not. And Cynthia G has always kept it real. She's given the truth in a brutally honest way while looking beautiful and while being the change, actively being the change that she wants to see. And they cannot take it. This is what I always say, like, I'm the change I want to see. And this is not me snubbing or knocking women who have chosen to go. Okay, let me reword what I'm about to say, because I don't know too many women that choose to be single mothers. Let me just. However, women that have chosen men that they knew was not worth their womb, gave it to them because they had hope, blind faith, and you know, I be telling y'all, dick is ruining our lives. Like, stigmatized, you know, just in love, blinded. You got the rose-colored glasses on when you think you love somebody. This is not a slight or a knock to women who have children by men that just ain't shit. However, Me personally, I chose to gatekeep the womb. I chose to be more aware of the decisions I made when it came to my most prized possession. And so has Cynthia G, and they can't take it. It would be such an easier pill to swallow if they could get up here and say, she chose wrong. She got 5 kids by 4 men that don't take care of her, that don't love her. They can't get up here and say that, and it burns their souls. They're on fire because they can't say that. Me personally, because I'm a product of millennial women that can see. I'm a product of the group of women that's breaking the cycle. I am a pioneer, a master manifester, a master number. So women like me, women like Cynthia G, and women like all of the other women that are out here doing it, it's a divine timing, by design thing that we can't even see. It's almost invisible. I had no idea that I would be up here even talking about the things that I've experienced, or, building an audience of people that can relate. Sometimes people can't directly relate, but we all have a common thread. And this is what I'm always saying. I'm like, you look to the left, you look to the right. Too many of us have a similar story for everybody to be lying, for everybody to just be making up shit. Like, it's just, the math ain't mathing. And I love that I'm in a space, and women like Cynthia G, I've listened to Chrissy, and a couple other women in this space have made me feel that much more empowered to be like, okay, I'm not alone. I'm not the only person that feel this way. I'm not the only person that has experienced, men trying to humble me and make me scrub the goddamn ground, and, the world and society at large telling women that look like me that we need to settle for less. We shouldn't have expectations. We shouldn't have standards. We should just literally be happy by a man merely showing up. The power structure is shifting back to its rightful place. Why the fuck am I supposed to worship something that I gave birth to, something that I create? That's backwards. People are not going to like what I have to say, and that's okay. We're all entitled to feel how we want to feel. That is the beauty of living now. We're living on the leading edge. We're living in the future. For the most part, you can say what you want to say. I mean, you still could get canceled because people are still, sheeple, and everybody is. A lot of people, the hardest thing you can do is be yourself and have your own mind and march to the beat of your own drum. It is so hard. It is very difficult. I have fought tooth and nail to get to this point, to speak freely without fear of being shunned or giving a fuck about what a man thinks, because it was a man. It was men that silenced my voice. Why you gotta talk like this? Why you gotta say this? Why you gotta do this? Why you gotta do that? And I allowed it because I thought I was in love. Only to end up looking crazy at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, what y'all saying up here? Whoever is targeting Cynthia G is going to get what's coming to them. Yep. I only worship the Most High. The new channel is going also. Exactly, Francis. This is what I'm saying. Synthetic G going, get the fuck out of here. Caramel. Who? Damn, I don't have none of my mods. You getting blocked. I don't have time for that. I'm not playing that. Y'all not gonna come over here to my motherfucking house talking shit. You're getting blocked. Y'all getting blocked. Y'all wanna come over here and troll? Suck a dick, bitch. This may be just the kicks and needs. She is too global and powerful for YouTube anyway. You know what, Sonya? That is a interesting take. Get a husband is wanting shit is make us week. I'm hiding this comment too, because get the fuck out of here. Get a husband for what? So I could be a single married mother? So I could scrub the fucking ground? Y'all act like a man is not the easiest thing to get. It's the delusion for me. It really is the delusion. A husband is not hard to get. What are we talking about? Why the fuck? And this is another thing that Cynthia preached. Having a husband is not a fucking badge of honor. Having a partner, having a mate that you love, that loves you, that respects you, that invests in you, that pours into you, that treats you kind, that motivates you. Now you find somebody like that and you just so happen to get married, that is something to applaud. But just to have a fucking ring and a piece of paper that say you're indebted to a man that it's gonna have you scrubbing the ground, that's not anything that anybody should aspire to. I'm sorry. There's so many women that have settled for trash just for the sake of saying I got a man, because people try to shame us into thinking that our womanhood is validated by being chose by a man. That is a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. There's women, thank you. It's facts, it's actually easy to get married. It's hard to find a truly good man. Thank you, Mystery. That's my point. There's women out here marrying men for a green card. There's people out here getting married because they want to get certain benefits. There's men out here marrying women because it's a comfort, because it's a safety net, because it's their 401k, because they ain't never did shit in their life to set them up for their future. So just because a man married you does not even mean that he loves you, let alone likes you. We got to come back. I'm gonna keep talking to you guys now, but later on when we do a show, we're gonna come back and I'm gonna show you guys real life accounts of women that are married. White women too, not just melanin rich women. Caucasian women is suffering in marriages way more, but they're not suffering financially. That is the main difference between what our marital structure looks like versus theirs. They actually are stay-at-home moms, but they're financially abused and they have to do everything. All of the child rearing, the husband does, all he does is go to work and come home and sit on the motherfucking couch. And I don't think men understand or appreciate the fact that running a household, if you were to hire people to do all of those things, how much you think it would cost to hire a cleaning service, to hire a personal chef, to hire someone that's going to wash your clothes, to hire someone that's going to take care of your children, to hire someone that's going to sleep with you? People get paid to have sex. I don't know why everybody keep acting like that's not a thing. Like, it's a job being a stay-at-home mom. It's not that you just get to lay down all day. Unless, you know, your husband, he's got that cash like that. You could hire a nanny, you know. There's a difference between being a stay-at-home mom and being a kept woman. And we don't talk about that enough. Kept women have nannies. They have, you know, they outsource for people to do the domestic work around their house because their husbands can afford it. A stay-at-home mom is still working. Still working. So what do you want to do if it's a job? Be happy, little shorty. Mono, who says that I'm not happy? Because I'm talking about realistic things. Because I'm not sitting up here telling women they should aspire to be married, to essentially probably be a slave in lots of these instances. And this is not me saying that that happy marriages don't exist, but it doesn't seem worth it to be married, to have to go to work 40 hours a week and split the bills, but the household duties is not sexist though. I mean, the money is not sexist, but when it comes to take care of the house, that's where the sexism comes into play. Get somebody else to do it. How many times have you stolen from CVS? Y'all all could suck a big fat one, all right? Y'all getting blocked. I don't know what y'all think this is, but I'm not about to allow y'all to come up to my house, to my show, and talk crazy. You're getting blocked. And, you know, they constantly, like I was saying, and this is what Cynthia G always says, they always say it's our fault for choosing wrong. We chose a Pookie and a Ray Ray. So when Cynthia G is up here saying, don't choose a bandit, have standards, have expectations, why is that? What's wrong with that? Isn't she essentially saying the exact same thing that men are saying? Men are saying, oh, well, it's a woman's fault that she's a single mother. Although women cannot get themselves pregnant, but she chose to have a baby. You know, she chooses to give birth, but she doesn't control conception. And this is where men get it fucked up. A woman is not in control of conception. She cannot get herself pregnant. Now, is she in control of carrying a baby to full term? Yes. And that is only because we are in a day and age where there's contraceptive, you know, like there's Plan B, and you could go and get a termination, which men are trying to cease to, you know, they don't want that to be a thing anymore either. But if we were in our natural times, no, a woman would not be in control of that. A man is in control of that. So if Cynthia G is saying, just don't do it, how y'all mad when she's saying the same thing y'all say? How you mad? Where I don't know where my mods are. I mean, it's a little earlier in the day. Hey, Lady Marie. I don't know where my mods are, Francis. Would you be open to debate with another point of view? I don't know. She's telling them info, men and women, what their mama should have. The Dusties and their pick-me's roaming around here. Yeah. A lot of times it's all negative and what we don't want. A lot of times the signs are there, so can we focus more on what we want and bring in that energy? Well, Bree Tone, clearly you're new here. If you watch my show, I always focus on positivity. I literally do affirmation hour. I'm always focused on what we actually want. But to know what you want, you got to see what you don't want. And that's just how life works. If there's no opposition, then how would you know what you want? How can you tell? How can you spot the difference between what's good and bad if you don't shine a light on what's bad? That's just how the real world works. They mad black women aren't marrying anymore. Even young women are waking up. That part. Wow, that's crazy. I hate that fake ass positivity from people. I'm not new. I just don't ever say anything. Okay, Bree. Hey, Bush Babe. Yeah, we just got to figure out how the BM semen is getting into these black women. It's blowing my mind. Because it's like there's zero accountability. Zero. There's zero accountability. So when we start to take accountability for ourselves, because that's essentially what all of this is. But people are so dense. They're so narrow-minded. They're just so fixated on certain things that she says and not looking at the bigger picture as a whole. The bigger picture as a whole, Cynthia G has been telling melanin-rich women to level the fuck up, take accountability, and take your power back. That's essentially what her message is. That's what I say. I say, stop scrubbing the ground. Don't go to the ghetto toxic circus. It's literally holding us accountable for what we choose to allow. I don't understand how that's going over people's heads. Isn't that what we're constantly being told to do? Take accountability. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. So when we take accountability and we say, okay, ladies, we need to stop scrubbing the ground. Ladies, we need to choose better. For me, I say decenter men, we need to choose ourselves. Like, you know, don't allow a man to treat you like this. Don't take it. Don't have kids with every goddamn Tom, Dick, and Harry that you got googly eyes for. And we're saying this, we're literally doing what men have been preaching to us for years. That's taking accountability. That is taking accountability. What is the problem with taking accountability? That's what taking accountability looks like. Gatekeeping your womb is taking accountability for who you're having babies by. Not dealing with certain men, that's taking accountability for what energy you're allowing into your life and for what essentially is ruining your life. How is that a problem? It's a problem because within us taking accountability, we're pointing out the flaws in what we've been choosing. And men, it's an inherent thing to see themselves in the very men that they say we choose because they are them. Black men are Pookie and Ray Ray. That's why they fight in tooth and nail. Change the narrative. If you not Pookie and Ray Ray, check Pookie and Ray Ray. Change the narrative. You're in control of how people perceive your likeness. You're in control of how you show up. Do a better job showing up. Then we wouldn't have all these stories to tell. I get up here and I literally show you guys videos, real life accounts of women that look just like me and the majority of y'all scrubbing the fucking ground with men that refuse to take any accountability for how they show up. So, since they don't want to take accountability, we got to shame the fuck out of each other. And we got to hold each other accountable. And that's what we've been doing, and that's what Cynthia G does, and they hate it for some reason. It's weird. Y'all tell us to choose better, do better. She's literally saying the same thing. I say the same thing. What's the problem? What's the problem? Stop having kids by men that don't want you. Y'all say the same thing to us. So what really is the problem? Men are triggered because it's striking a chord because they see themselves and it's them. They mad because we taking accountability during cuffing season and record inflation. That part. I'm glad to see more than one woman, young, mid, old, choosing themselves first and anything else afterwards. Freeing your mind leads to actions that free yourselves. Exactly. They need to stop always comparing their lives and responsibilities to that of women. We are not the same. Ooh, Sonya, yes. That was too real. That's why they had to get rid of her. Black men hate the truth. It's happened before, ladies. Buckle up. It'll be a hell of a ride to consume her content. Black men are showing up in society as Pookie and Ray Ray. Flora, you better say it. Can't believe they took Cynthia G's channel down. Me either, especially since there's so many platforms with men bashing us day in and day out. The reckoning is starting to happen for them. I mean, Fresh and Fit, their channel didn't get terminated though. They just got demonetized. Cynthia G's channels are literally down. She doesn't say hate speech. She's not out here saying pow, 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 run through the block with the Glock. She's not saying anything like that. She's literally saying do better. Have standards, have expectations. Don't let these motherfuckers have you scrubbing the ground. Calling us out for looking batshit crazy, going to war for men that wouldn't even pee on you if you was on fire. Pick and choose. Every single man is not bad. I'm not saying that. But majority always rules in any setting and in every situation. There's way too many situations that all of us experience, and we literally are on opposite sides of the earth. I'm not even just talking about America. I'm talking African women, women in the UK. Are all of us lying? Like, are we just sitting up here making up lies? Are we just sitting up here making up lies? I don't know. I'm next in line to carry the torch. Oh, I just talk facts. We talk about things that we see. I talk about things that I've experienced, and I love Cynthia G for being so bold. Like, it has helped me and other women to feel empowered enough to tell the truth. That's it. If all of us just got up here and told the truth, I'm not making up shit. I don't make up stories. I literally just get up here and tell the truth. I literally just get up here and show you guys what women, literally real life situations are posting. It's real life. It's not fiction. It's not a fairy tale. We're not getting up here making shit up. Thank you, stars above. Black women are the financial backbone of the black community. They don't want too many of us walking away and protecting our wombs. The veil is being lifted. You ain't never lied. You better say that again. Ladies, close your legs and protect your womb. Yep. Your coochie is not your most prized possession, sis. It's a scam. Your womb is. Your womb is your most prized possession. Not your vagina. Not your vagina, baby girl. It's your womb. Heavy is the head that weighs a crown. She should do guest spots on other supportive channels until she gets the website up. I'm sure she will. Right? And you take from it what helps you. because the black women who still deal with black men having difficulties finding a needle in 1,000 haystacks. I have a feeling it was some black woman that helped bring her channel down. That's so sad. It has black male worshiper written all over it. I'm just saying, it's been a lot of women speaking out against her lately. Yes, both channels are going. And you know what, Tay? I literally 2 days ago, I believe it was 2 or 3 days ago, I did a show because I came across a black male worshiper on TikTok saying that Cynthia sold her soul to the devil, saying that Cynthia was a cancer to the community. And I'm like, damn. And she was claiming that the guest Mario was a white man, and this is what prompted her to go on this rant. However, Mario is black or biracial. Either way, he's not fully a Caucasian man. So she just had that hate and that animosity festering inside of her, and she just needed a reason to lash out. And I was compelled to talk about it because I saw that live stream where Mario called in. I watched it. And I'm like, damn, Cynthia isn't doing anything but telling women to hold themselves accountable for what they choose. I don't understand the problem. Where is the issue? Where does the issue lie with that? It's so ironic to me. It's really, really ironic. How do you do better? It's like they don't want us to do better. They just want us to continue they want us to shut up, lay down and take it. They're always complaining and comparing us to like the women in the days of old, our grannies and great grannies. Relationships that have lasted 20 plus years, relationships that have stood the test of time, relationships that have like essentially gone through the gauntlet. The woman has always been a sacrificial lamb. She's always sacrificed. Think about it. Talk to your elders and ask them what they've experienced with their husbands. And there's just always the woman eating fucking crow, turning a blind eye, sacrificing for her family and her husband, allowing her husband to cheat in peace and have a family up the street. You know, just coddling him when he's dead wrong, putting up with the narcissistic behaviors, allowing abuse in all forms. And that is how a lot of these relationships have lasted 20 years. It's essentially because the woman has bitten the bullets, and we're not doing that anymore, and they hate it. It burns them up. They're on fire because we're waking up. We're waking up. She should have calmed down on the hate speech. Hey, what was the hate speech? There was no hate speech. If black men can get up on the internet day in and day out and talk about black women's hair, talk about their features, constantly comparing us to white women, and constantly, you know, saying that we don't measure up to white women of no color, the clear people, day in and day out, talking about how we're not good enough. How is that not hate speech? Why do they continue to be allowed to have a voice and to keep their platforms and to make hundreds of thousands of dollars and to just parade around from platform to platform, stage to stage, literally bashing us all day and night? But that's not hate speech. That's not body shaming. Always talking about women's BMI, black melanin-rich women, they overweight, obesity, and that's not hate speech. Saying that some of us are too dark, that's not hate speech. The guy Obumseli who got unalived by his Caucasian girl that literally was on OnlyFans was on Twitter comparing black titties to white titties. That's not hate speech. That's not hate speech. Make it make sense. It's like there's constant open season on us, and it's not hate speech. But when we tell each other, woman up, man up, choose better, do better, gatekeep your womb, stop scrubbing the ground, don't let these men dog walk you, put yourself first, decent to men, that's hate speech? Men are constantly telling women, well, you decided to have a kid. That's essentially telling you that you could have went to the chop shop. That's not hate speech? Constantly comparing us to clear women. Could you imagine if we got up here and compared black men to white men and talked about how they're better because they actually are? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine what that would look like? Could you imagine the mayhem? Could you imagine if we got out here and talked about their accolades and how they conquered and how they own infrastructures and how they're in control of this whole shit? They run the government. We all working for them essentially. Could you imagine if we got up here and compared them constantly, day in and day out? Oh, well, we like white men better because white men actually own shit. Could you imagine? Woo! But yeah, we everywhere we turn, we're turning on even on TV, we're looking at every social media platform. We're constantly being compared to women that has not had it nearly as hard as us, that was not on anybody's plantation, that did not have to fight on anybody's front line, that didn't have to raise other women's children while their children were at home hungry because they was giving other women's children their breast milk. Could you imagine? Don't they say trauma is passed down through the womb? So what have we experienced in this since the inception of this country? Nothing? We haven't gone through absolutely anything? Like, come on. That hate speech, like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Because society has to have a way to put us in our place. We can boss up, but not too much. We can speak out, but not for us. I just sent a feedback text to YouTube challenging her channel being canceled and how we get degraded as women of color all day and they are still on YouTube. I'm just showing my support. Yes, you are beautiful. Thank you, boo. Yes, that evil eye. Yes, we all need protection. Yeah, I saw you do that video and I was like, damn, what's wrong with these women? I'll be damned. Yeah, they actually have discrimination languages in their content. It's beyond disgusting and it spills over into the real world. Exactly, Quisha. Yet, us telling each other to do better is hate speech. But they could get up here and degrade us. Honestly, I had to get away from regular. What is that? I know, right? Oh, it must be undercover police. Not hate speech, more like encouraging words for black men to have standards. You mean black women, boo? What Anton Daniels alone said about black women, we should be going to. Let me constantly talk about black women on all platforms, Twitter or Facebook. These red pill channels need to be taken down too. Why only Cynthia Gs page? You look gorgeous. Thank you. There was no hate speech. She was encouraging black women. Thank you. It's not your real hair. That's not hate speech. Shut the fuck up. I did not only talk about hair. Y'all choose to be like dense. I don't have time for idiocy. Get out of here with that. If you want to be stupid, go somewhere else. Hey, Love Jones, you and Sin are my role models and inspires me so much. Love you. Thank you, baby. That was sweet. What Sin says is backed up by science, not emotion. Hello, Sin. Sonia, thank you. Is that what you heard? Well, I feel sorry. Yeah, they pick and choose. It's only for convenience. And that is my point. Like, men in general, and not just black men in general will listen to you say, you could talk for a whole hour, and they will fixate on that one thing because it's convenient for their argument. And I just ain't, I ain't got the time. I don't got the time. Get somebody else to do it. Take me to Petco. I will be a cat lady, proudly. I'm gonna add some shirts. Oh, make sure y'all shop my I'm gonna. Oh, let me see if I can put it up here. Some of my my merch. But I'm going to make shirts that says I'm a proud cat lady because I'm tired of them threatening the fact that we're gonna be lonely. Nobody's gonna want us. We're gonna have cats. I'd rather have cats than be with men that treat me like trash. I'd rather literally just have cats. Just call me a cat lady. I prefer that any day. over a man dog walking me. Because a lot of us have been getting dog walked for years. And now we're finally standing up and saying, okay, y'all don't like us, right? Y'all don't like us. Other types of women are better. So go over there. Have yourself a good old time. Leave me out of it. If I ain't nothing, I'm scum. I'm on the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to beauty. Nobody wants me. I'm the most undesirable woman. Then go where you go on ahead. Go ahead. Have yourself a good time. I encourage every woman to go where she is celebrated. Don't close yourself off to men that just gonna dog walk you and talk about you like you ain't nothing. Fish for me. What are you talking about? What are you? Oh, you like fish? Sorry, that triggered me because somebody's been calling me fish, a troll, and I don't like that. I'm not a divester. I have a man and a cat. Yes, and the man is on thin ice. Cats rock, stay mad. That part. And cats are very spiritual. Cats also help you to manifest things. I want that shirt or hoodie. Yeah, I'm gonna, once I go back into my apartment, I'm gonna add it to my shop. And yeah, because bitch, I'd rather be a cat lady. A proud cat lady. We as black women do need to raise our standards so we can't tell each other to do better, but they can degrade us. Okay, I'm so proud to be an American, free speech, my behind. That part. Cats bring warmth and good vibes at home. Yeah. My ex-son kicked my cat and I had to put him down. Oh my God. Why would he kick the cat? See, that ain't nothing but a demon. That ain't nothing but a demon. You don't have to do anything for fish. Yeah, that's true, Karen. Cats also are very intuitive and loving. They are. And they ward off, negativity. Shouts out to all the cat ladies because I'm choosing mine before I will ever choose a Dusty. That part, like, call me a cat lady, bitch. I'm a proud cat lady and I don't give a fuck. Take me to Petco, ho. I don't care. I'm tired of it's just so tired. Threatening, oh, you're going to be alone. As if these men actually care whether or not we're alone. They don't give a damn about us. They show us time and time again that they don't care about us. They don't value us. And y'all know there's some that do, but majority rules. Majority wins. Majority rules. Majority of these men get up on these social media platforms and talk about us like a dog in the street. You don't care if I end up alone. What is it to you? The thing is, they want to maintain access to us. That's what it is. While still being able to cheat in peace, dog walk us, talk about us like a dog in the street, drag us through the mud, have us scrubbing the ground. They want to be able to do that and still maintain access because that's what our, foremothers allowed. We're not taking that no more. It don't give lay down and take it. It just don't give that no more. We're the blueprint. They all mad. They not walking confidence in real life and see how they act. It's nothing like how they demote us online. We turn heads. We live in our truth. For real, because I be like, in real life, women that look like me is radiating sunshine, gold, love, beauty, power. They paint us out to be these horrible people when we're the most nurturing, the most kind, the most giving, the most forgiving. We show people, men in particular, so much grace. And they treat us terribly. I just be like, it's all a scam because in real life, majority women are going 80-20. It's no longer 50-50. They're doing all of the household duties. They're rearing and raising the children, and they're working 40 plus hours a week, and all the man is doing is going to work and coming home and playing video games or going out with his boys. So it's not even 50-50 anymore. Even 50-50 is like an ancient concept. It's 80-20, maybe 70-30 if you're lucky. And that's the majority households. And we're talking about real life, not what they get up here. They make it seem like we all just want to be flued out. We all want a Birkin bag. Most of these men cannot even afford to buy you a fucking Coach bag, let alone a Birkin. And that's what gets me too. Like, sir, stay in your tax bracket. Why is you talking about what people, you cannot even fly anybody any fucking where. So why are you talking about that? You don't have no gold to dig. So what are we really talking about? It's the delusion for me. We live in the world, in the land of hypotheticals. No, we gonna bring it back to reality. In reality, women are filling up men's gas tanks. Women are helping men pay off their credits. Women are helping men take care of their outside children. Women are filling out applications for men. They're helping them to revise their resumes. They're signing, they putting things in, they putting cars in their names because their man's credit is jacked up. Like, let's keep it real. Let's live in reality. Let's be in the present for a minute. Most women, the average woman, literally wants a man to be 50-50. Can we just, please, could y'all just, come on. They try to shame black women for wearing extensions when they running around with whole man weaves. That part too. Take me to Petco, that part, yes. Hi, how are you doing? I live in England and UK. Hi, I'm doing good. I'm doing great. It's a beautiful day. It's such a beautiful day. Right. So women enable this behavior. Exactly. And women like Cynthia Gs are encouraging us to no longer do that. So I don't understand why she's getting taken down off of the internet. Bandits will stress a cat out too. That's why they hate boys say Love Jones is preaching. Yes. Once you have done all you can do, then what will you do? Great. Weather is beautiful. Yes, it's beautiful. It is. I'm just, I don't like the fact that Cynthia G's not on this platform as of now. Hopefully she can get her channels back because she's needed. Yes, it's crazy. Most of the men can't even afford an international flight, but talking about passport bros getting stuck at the airport. Yeah, so y'all remember that man that was stuck in the DR that had to get online and beg everybody for a cash app because he needed a Spirit ticket that was probably only $100? That was so humiliating and so embarrassing. Like, what? I got 4 cats and I'm happy. Okay. I like your hair. Thanks, boo. Yeah, some women are giving men a urine to pass their drug test. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've seen so many women since I was a child do everything for men. Everything. I've seen men literally getting taken care of like a child, essentially. And still get treated like a king somehow. I like, how the fuck? And this is another thing Cynthia G would say. How are you a king with no fucking kingdom? We've uplifted these men so much that they're all delusional. They're delusional. Like, they really have this idea of themselves, this grandiose, like, that's not real. Some of them have risen to the occasion, but majority rules. And majority, they're not, it's not given that in real life. It's not. It's not. But we want them so bad that we pretend like it's given that when it's not. I wish I would. I would rather walk on hot coal before I give money to a man or give my debit card to a man while we are at dinner so it could look like he's paying. Women do things like that. Women buy their men cars and make it seem like they're the head of the household. This is happening. A world where reality is fake and perception is real. Did y'all pick that up? Isn't Sim gonna be on Storm at 6 p.m.? I don't know, but I hope so. Can she come to your Storm's channel to speak? I would love to have her over here. I think she might go to Storm's. I don't know. Cats over bandits, that part. Ladies, it's time to pour into. Wait, what happened? Oh, I was just reading. Animals are God's creation too, so why wouldn't we want to be cat ladies? That part. I'd rather be in the strip clubs, but OnlyFans ruin that. And that's another reason why men can't stand us, because we got options and we give our power away willingly. A man cannot get on OnlyFans and run a bag up the way that a woman could. And they hate that. It's envy and jealousy. Like I said, we naturally create. We naturally create. They're naturally destructive. It just is what it is. You know how many men said, if I was you? How many men came up to me and said, yo, if I was you, I would never work. I would be running men. Men would be paying all of my bills, my rent and everything. Men wish It's coochie envy, like a mug. Don't. I mean, why y'all think so many men are sassy these days? They would love to be taken care of by a man, and a lot of them just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna run a bagger with a man." Like it's happening these days. I think she's supposed to be on Themis tonight. Is there anything we can do to help get her chin back? I don't even know. Don't know. Love Jones. You have tried the Clapper app. What's the Clapper app? Sin is going to be on Themis around 6. Oh, okay. It's time for black women who know to close strengths on black women who still act dance. Okay. They're out here doing skits, and I just know they're behind. But then they judge that part. You think if a man could like shake some ass and get rained on, he wouldn't do it? They doing it. Men are literally doing it. They literally doing it. But we give our power away. We've been tricked. It's all a scam. This whole shit is a facade. It's not real. We've allowed men to dehumanize us, to demoralize us, to make us feel like we're unworthy, to make us feel like we have no value. Women are born with value. Men have to earn their value. Women are born with value. Men have to earn value. I'm almost done. Y'all know how this goes. Once I'm done with my drink, then, you know. If I was Sin, I would be taking all these dudes with the hate-filled rhetoric against black women down with me. I'd have channel names, titles, etc. Yep. Themis put something on the community. Okay. I'm gonna try to be there too because I want to see. You're so naturally beautiful. Thank you, boo. Our wombs are gold to the earth. I can't believe we have allowed these bandits to manipulate so many of us. Yeah. And now is the time of the awakening. It's a fucking reckoning. It's an undoing, and they can't take it. And this is why we are getting so much, backlash. And this is why women like Cynthia is constantly being attacked, because she's literally telling women the same shit they've been telling women. It's kind of like people where they're like, I can call my mother a bitch, but you can't call my mother a bitch. It's kind of like that. She's going live with Themis tonight. Okay, so we all need to be in the building at 6 o'clock on Themis' channel. Because, we need to be supportive. And I want to know, like, where she's going to go next, or, like, what the vibe is, like, what her next plans are. But, I know there was some trolls up in here. But for my love bugs, I love you guys. We in it to win it. We're going to keep going up over here. Shouts out to all of my new subscribers. I appreciate all of you for joining me. We got to stick together. We need to be one band, one sound, through and through. Because, people have been against us for so long, and we've been tricked into giving our power away. But, we are powerful. We have way more power than we know. And that's the secret. That is the secret, is that we have way more power than we know. Hey, sugar. Welcome. You're welcome, guys. I can't believe they're trying to control her so much with letting these violent bandits stay up. That part. I'm tired because of Sin's messages. I'm done having children, telling my daughter to protect her womb at all costs and helping my son never be a bandit. Yes. Mm-hmm. People could just stop paying taxes and see how that work out. What are you talking about? I even pulled back a bit from Sin, but she does speak the truth. I have used what she says, and it works and true. Kevin Samuels can get up their hair, degrade black women, and nothing happens. Exactly. Rating their looks, telling them that they're unattractive and that they don't deserve what they want because of what they look like. How is, like, isn't beauty in the eye of the beholder? Like, who is he to tell somebody that they're unattractive? I subscribe, say it ain't so. Yeah. But she, you can't not keep a person like that down for too long because she's anointed and she has a message. And it may not be packaged the way that everybody likes it. Sometimes a hard pill to swallow is a hard pill to swallow. It ain't gonna go down easy all the time. But a lot of us needs to hear that. Exactly. Stars above the and move forwards. They are promoting unaliving us. They are. And the femicide rate is through the roof. And they still have their platforms. But yet, she doesn't? Pay attention. It's because we are power. We're the biggest consumers. Think about it. If all of us collectively got on the same accord, do you know how powerful that would be? We could literally change this whole shit. We just gotta believe. We have to believe. And for that guy to say that we started a coalition, maybe we should. Maybe we do need to start, having conventions where we literally talk about our shared experiences. Maybe we do. We need to get some sister circles popping. We absolutely do. We will. I'm going to be a part of that. Or at least a part of one of them, should I say. So is YouTube still earning off her channel? I don't know. Her message and Fratella, the Queen Maker, backed a message with facts. They demonetized her main channel but left it up. So yes, they are still benefiting because nobody will ever stop watching Cynthia. We as black women are just in general are the biggest consumer. Hey Mia. Hey love boo, look good. Thank you, baby. Oh, I wish you was here earlier, Mia. They was trolling so bad. But I know people's at work because of the time of day. Yeah, sister circle, yes. Black women are gold. That part. And melanin is worth more than gold. Y'all know that. I'm saying that if nobody paid taxes, the government wouldn't control anything. Oh, you're right, collard greens. I agree with you. It's crazy because when you go outside for these men won't dare say it to your face. They won't. They look scary. It's true. Too many of us have the similar experience in life. Thank you, Toya. And that's always my point. Everybody cannot be lying if we are all saying the same thing. We cannot all be lying. And this is why y'all, share this video. Like, we're going to continue to grow because I am going to put myself in a position to where as we could do a sister circle, and I want all of us to tell our stories so we can shine an even brighter light on the state of our community when it comes to what we've experienced. Because it just seems like they don't believe us. Like, are we all lying on them? Are we all lying? Thousands of us are just lying like a Persian rug. I don't believe that for not 1 second. Leave Cynthia alone from these people who are not and have never done what Cynthia has done. Yeah, Cynthia's main page is going on. So that part, I call a man from my job, collard greens. I don't think anybody is comparable to Cynthia G at the moment besides Nyla, and she has consistently been under attack too. It's crazy. They must all be reading from the same playbook. It's crazy. But, I do social commentary. I talk about everything that's going on, but we also get into topics like this. And when I do my commentary, we give silver linings. We don't just talk just for the sake of gossip. We learn things. We look at other people's situations and we learn. We learn. Each one teach one. That part. I love us. We deserve better. Yes, we do. So can she start another channel? I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know. Hopefully she can. Hopefully she can. My whole screen looks different. I can't see right now. I gotta read on YouTube. Oh, they updated it, Mia. It's like it's an update that happened because even when I look at my the creator studio, like it's different the way the analytics show up. Like it's different. They took they did both of them because she had created a new one. So how did the page go down? Reports like her stuff been up for a minute. So I like to know how that happened. We don't know. So hopefully when she comes out, well, everyone's saying that she's going to be on Demon's channel at 6 o'clock. Maybe she'll be able to answer that question because that's what everybody is trying to figure out. Like, how did they just take her channel? Like, I don't know. We don't know. But, you know, and also it's time for us to, all of us creators, I'm growing and this is gonna get bigger because we're gonna keep going. We need to start banding together to create our own platforms. You know, Goldman baby, I have Good Morning baby. They're claiming a video from 2 years ago. Yeah, from 2 years ago. Eastern time. Francis, I'm not sure. So I guess you could just go to Themis' channel. I think it's spelled TheMis, if I'm not mistaken. And you could go over there. Can I do a quick jump? What are you talking about? Cash at me. I don't got time for y'all. My cash app is $ Love Jones TV. Black women with a plate full of healthy food. What do y'all be talking about? This will only elevate sin. Yes, it will. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Like, comment, subscribe, share because I know that you care. Thank you all for joining me. Shouts out to the Bush Babes. We're all entitled to our opinions. However, what's good for the goose better be good for the gander because folks get out here and bash us and dog walk us. So we have a right to defend ourselves. We have a right to hold ourselves accountable. We have a right to tell each other to do better, period. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. And I will be back later in a few hours to do a show behind my renowned pink wall. I love you all. Show up as her, be her. Show up as him, be him. Don't let nobody play in your face. The world is a stage, life is a movie, and you are the star of it, okay? You got this. Y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. Bye, love bugs.